it's just good to remember, if you don't take care of yourself first, you might not be around to take care of everybody else.
Exactly. I've heard that time and time again, and it couldn't be more true than that is right there. And they're going to end up taking care of you when, you should have done something for yourself in the first place and didn't have to bring it to that point. But we live such fast-paced lives, we don't always sit to take a moment to think about these things.
Life is over. I look at my kids are grown. I have a granddaughter. I sometimes will take my book and look at it and sort of read kind of through it or skim through it, and I can't believe my life has just passed so quickly.
Right.
It seems
everything
like
you've done and been through, and
yesterday, and especially when you chronicle it and you put it down in a book. It's all there. It's all there for you to look at. Remember,
no denying
the
it.
times and the bad times, and But I think the thing you can appreciate from your life, if you've been around here for a while, is just looking back at all the things that I look back at all the things that happened to me, and I can say that I'm grateful for most of them.
Yeah.
Because they caused me. Each one caused me to move a little bit higher spiritually, or look for each change or each challenge brought about a great deal of learning and a great deal of growth.
Right. Well, I know we're limited on our time with you, and we appreciate all you coming on our show in the first place to discuss this and discuss Farrah. I want to let our listeners know to read your book, My Journey with Farrah, A Story of Life, Love, and Friendship, but also to read your book, your memoir, A Rearview Mirror, because it's you can learn a lot from reading books about other people, things that maybe you thought you were alone on, and you find that you're not. That there's a lot of people that are going through the same thing you're going through, and that'll help you reach out to get whatever help you need.
Well, I felt that when I was writing Rearview Mirror, I've been through a lot of different challenges in my life, and between drug addiction, my mother was a drug addict, and she died of the disease, of an overdose. And when I was still young, in my 20s, and a couple of my children have dealt with addiction as well, and it's been rampant in my family, and I talk about that in there, and quite a few other challenges that I've been through, divorce, and I do hope that anyone reading it will identify with some of the tools I've found useful,
right,
to kind of grow as a person and to grow spiritually and get through difficult times in life, because there are ways to get through, and I share all of the things that I discovered in there, and I think that I hope that it will be helpful to anyone reading it.
I believe so. I believe you'll touch a lot of lives with it, just from the small amount that I've read so far and what you've been through up to that point.
Well, and I want to say one of the things that has really gotten me through is having faith and sort of being on some kind of a spiritual path. And when I was very young, I lived with my grandmother out in the country, and she was a very religious woman. I can't say I'm so religious. I'm more spiritually oriented. But the faith that she instilled in me, the belief that there was a God or some kind of a higher power or presence, that I think is what got me through a lot of difficult challenges in my life when I was younger. I'm not even sure I understood it, or actively pursued it, but I think it was kind of ingrained in me, to believe that, okay, I can get through this. There's someone up there, a higher, presence,
right,
whether you call it God or whatever, that's going to get me through this time.
Right.
And the light's going to be on the other side of the darkness. And I believe that's what's gotten me through so many difficult times in my life.
Yeah, and you're never really alone like some people may think they are. There's always somebody or something that can help you.
Yes, absolutely. There's always a solution, even if we don't see it.
Right, exactly. Well, we want to thank you so much for spending time with us, and we want to wish Farrah, the angel in heaven, a very happy birthday, because we know that she's now at peace and out of pain, and that's what matters the most for now.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for having me, and I just want to mention, too, I'm on Twitter. It's
right.
Alana.
I was going to tell them,
okay.
But you can.
And what I do try to, it's Alana K. Stewart, initial K. And what I try to do is, not every day, but almost every day, I try to put some kind of little spiritual message up there on my Twitter feed, and that's or sometimes more than one. And that's kind of important to me. I like to kind of put something out there that people can read that might help them a little bit, inspire them a little bit too.
I love reading those messages because there's a lot of bad, negative energy a lot of times on Twitter or social media, and that can bring you down, or you get in the middle of, or you just don't feel good reading it. And so I love the inspirational messages the best, because I try to keep positivity in my life.
Yeah, I think that we all should do that. And there's enough difficulty in life without creating more.
Exactly. Why bring more on yourself? And I believe that what you give is what you get. So if you want positive in your life, then you should send that out as well.
Oh, that's so true, because whatever energy we put out there in the universe, it comes back to us just like a boomerang.
Exactly.
That's right. So very true.
And I root for positive. That's it.
Well, I've enjoyed talking to both of you,
Thank
and I
you.
feel like we're
Thank
kind of
you
on
so
like-minded souls, and I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much, and we'd love to have you back in the future and
Anytime.
Discuss your book and any other upcoming projects you have, and let our listeners know that if you'd like to donate to the Cancer Foundation, go to the farrahs-story.org and please donate, and go onto Facebook and find out all the new cutting edge. Yes.
And please like us on Facebook.
And please like us.
I'm learning all the new social media terms. I haven't been doing tweeting and Facebook all that long, but but I'm learning it all.
You ask the youngest children in your life, and they will teach you everything. I've learned that myself.
Exactly.
Absolutely, and please follow me on Twitter.
Yes, at Alana K. Stewart. And thank you again. You enjoy the rest of your weekend, and God bless you.
All right, thank you so
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, I know that Farrah is going to be, how should I say it? Farrah is thinking and thanking Alana for all she has done, since she passed away, and that she's helping so many people in life. And I think that would make her very proud and very happy.
Oh, no doubt. I definitely believe that, that she is kind of living through Alana at this point in time, and carrying out the work that she started when she was still here. And it sounds like they had a beautiful friendship that was just, what a precious gift to be able to have a friend that long and to have that many memories that, now Alana can carry with her for the rest of her life. And so that's quite special. But, that's just a testament to the special person that Farrah was.
Right.
She, I think, was an inspiration to us all in a way.
Right.
So.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you read her book, you'll draw so much inspiration from it, you have no idea. And know that some of the things that you go through that you think, oh, my gosh, I'm never going to get through this. I've had such a horrible day. This happened, that happened. Just think of, back on how she handled what she went through. And, you'll overcome that.
Definitely.
So, and definitely in Alana's book as well. I'm only on chapter 4, and my gosh, she is a very courageous woman herself and has come through so much.
Yeah, definitely. I'm always inspired to hear stories like this because it just goes to show you that, you know, even as bad as things were for Farrah in terms of her cancer, you know, she still had that will to live. She still had that will to fight, even though in the end, you know, she didn't win the battle, but she did try to make the most of the time she had here, and she really did learn to embrace life and to just, you know, be all she could be in spite of her, you know, cancer. She was not willing to let it defeat her any sooner than it could. So that is, you know, that's always inspiring because I think oftentimes, you know, from day-to-day things, we sometimes think, you know, life is a drag or this or that, and it's very, very difficult to somehow be, you know, motivated to kind of persevere. But when you hear a story like this, you realize, gosh, you know, what do I have to complain about, you know? And it does make you look at things in a much different light.
That's so true. Some of the treatments she went through, my gosh, Dawn, the pain, the excruciating pain that probably was even indescribable. But Alana got it across, you know, in the book. And I just can't understand in a way how she kept going. But that's just who she was. That's just who she was. She was willing to take on all that pain to hopefully beat the cancer and live her life. So God bless Farrah and God bless Alana for keeping this going and keeping the foundation going and raising awareness of cancer. And we thank her for joining us. Yeah,
definitely. It's been another great show. Gosh, what a great weekend of shows thus far, and you know, we got one coming tomorrow as well.
Yes, we do. La Reverie.
La Reverie. I'm always afraid I'm going to say that wrong.
I know. It's almost a tongue twister.
Yeah.
For some reason, my tongue just doesn't want to say reverie, you know, like the right way. It just wants to I don't know.
Right.
I just don't want to mess it up tomorrow, but it's it'll be okay. I'm sure they'll forgive us.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, that's all that matters if we get it right tomorrow, you know.
Yeah. And they will be with us at 5 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, so be sure to join us. And, of course, if you haven't figured out, it's a band.
Yeah, and people are probably hoping it's a band, or they don't know what we're talking about because, you know, it sounds a little bit like a French name. So, but it's going to be a great show. They are a goth rock band. So it's going to be interesting to hear, you know, their take on the music scene, given the fact that they are, you know, kind of being compared to Evanescence and some other rock artists, you know, in this day and time, and just to see what their perception is of it all, as far as the style of music that they play, how that still fits in, you know, in today's world. So it'll be a great interview. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too, because I love Evanescence. I absolutely love them. And listening to La Reverie's music,
there you go.
I can see how they sound like them, you know, but yet they're unique in their own way. Their music is just awesome, so I look forward to it as well. And we don't have a show on Monday, but on Tuesday we have Ricky Paul Golden at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, who's going to talk about his new upcoming show on HGTV called Spontaneous Construction. So be here with us for that day because you don't want to miss it.
Oh, I know. I'm looking forward to that, too. That's going to be an awesome interview. I loved him when he was on Guiding Light. I think he's been on several soaps. I know he was on All My Children and Another World and The Young and the Restless even. But, you know, being a Young and the Restless fan, I don't remember him being on there. So I'm going to have to do some digging on that. But I'm really interested to find out, you know, what his role was, because I've really been racking my brain all afternoon going, okay, who did he play on there? But anyway, I do remember him well on Guiding Light as Gus Arturo. Oh, boy. So he was awesome on that show, and I loved him on there. So I'm excited for his new show. I'm ready to see what he's going to build.
Yeah, he's been tweeting out the preview of, or like a teaser kind of thing.